Are you eating less, trying harder, and are still not losing weight with type 2 diabetes? You're not lazy. You're not failing. But there are three extremely common mistakes that keep blood sugar unstable: cravings out of control, and fat loss nearly impossible. And once I understood these mistakes, everything changed. So I remember feeling so frustrated because I thought I was doing everything right. I was skipping meals, trying to be good. I was counting calories. I was eating foods that were labeled healthy. But my energy kept crashing. I was hungry all the time. And the scale barely moved. What I didn't understand back then was that weight loss with type 2 diabetes is not just about eating less. It's about stabilizing your blood sugar first. Because when your blood sugar is constantly spiking and crashing, your cravings, hunger, energy, and fat storage become much harder to control. So today, I'm breaking down the three biggest mistakes that keep so many women stuck and what to do instead. So, mistake number one, eating carbs alone. One of the biggest mistakes I see women make is eating carbs by themselves. Let me give you an example. Toast for breakfast, crackers as a snack, fruit by itself, oatmeal alone, or even chips when you're hungry. Now, here's the problem. When carbs are eaten alone, especially processed carbs, they digest quickly and can spike blood sugar really fast. So, when blood sugar spikes quickly, your body releases insulin to bring it back down. And then what happens? The crash. That crash often leads to fatigue, cravings, irritability, and hunger shortly after eating. Which is why so many women feel they're constantly fighting food cravings all day long. So here's a real life scenario. You eat toast at 8 a.m. By 10:30 a.m., you're starving again. Not because you lack discipline, but because your blood sugar went up really fast and then dropped equally as fast. So, how do you fix this? The goal is not to eliminate carbs forever, okay? But the goal is to pair carbs with protein, fat, healthy fats, okay, and fiber, because that will slow down digestion and helps to keep your blood sugar levels stable throughout the day. So, an example is instead of eating just oatmeal alone, add chia seeds and Greek yogurt to it. Instead of eating just that piece of fruit alone, pair it with some nuts or cheese. And instead of eating the toast alone, add just some avocado and some eggs in there. Now, let's talk about mistake number two. And this one surprises a lot of women. Skipping meals. A lot of women think skipping meals will help them lose weight faster. And I understand why. You think if I eat less, I'll lose more weight. But with type 2 diabetes, skipping meals can actually backfire. When you go for long periods of time without eating, blood sugar can become unstable. Then later, you're overly hungry. Cravings will increase drastically, and it becomes much harder to make balanced food choices. So here's a reality check, okay? This is why so many women skip breakfast, barely eat all day, and then overeat at night. Your body is literally trying to catch up. So I want to make this important point. When blood sugar becomes unstable repetitively, energy levels will suffer too. So the more unstable your blood sugar is throughout the day, the more your energy levels will likely decrease, and you will feel that sluggishness, that fatigue throughout the day. You might even feel emotionally drained, foggy, and you might even crave quick energy foods. Here's what to do instead. Focus on balanced meals consistently throughout the day. You do not need perfection. you need stability. Now, every meal should include a protein, fiber, and a source of a healthy fat. That one simple structure can change everything, I promise you. And finally, this third mistake is probably the biggest mind shift of all, okay? It's the biggest mindset shift of all. Focusing only on calories. For years, so many women were taught, just eat fewer calories, right? But here's what nobody explains. With type 2 diabetes, blood sugar control matters more than simply slashing calories. You can technically eat low calories, but if your meals constantly spike your blood sugar, cravings and hunger will often stay high. Now, for example, you could eat sugary cereals, low-fat snack bars or cereal bars, or even processed diet foods, right? And still struggle because those foods may not support a stable blood sugar. So, here's the mind shift. Once I stopped eating and over obsessing over eating as little as possible and started focusing on stabilizing my blood sugar, I had fewer cravings, more energy, better consistency, and sustainable weight loss that became not just possible, but sustainable. Okay, and sustainable is key. Sustainable is key. Because you don't want to just lose weight. You want to keep it off. You don't want to just get your A1C down to gold. You want to keep it there. Okay? Now, here's what to prioritize. Instead of asking, how few calories can I eat? Start asking, will this meal help stabilize my blood sugar? Okay? Now, if you've been struggling, I want you to hear this clearly. Okay? You do not need to punish yourself. You do not need extreme diets. You do not need to be perfect. Small, consistent habits that stabilize your blood sugar can completely change your energy, your cravings, and your entire weight loss journey. Now, if you want to get started, okay, I have created a 7-day blood sugar reset guide for women with type 2 diabetes. It walks you through the simple daily habits that you will need to develop in order to stabilize blood sugar and reduce your cravings. I'll link it down in the description below. Okay? And if this video helped you at all, make sure to subscribe to this channel because I post weekly videos on blood sugar control, sustainable weight loss, and real life strategies that actually work. I got all into helping you guys out because I'm very passionate about this. I didn't even introduce myself. My name is Carmen Walker, and I'm a certified health coach, life coach, and weight loss expert strategist for pre-diabetics and type 2 diabetics. I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes back in 2020 after being hospitalized with diabetic ketoacidosis. For those of you who do not know what DKA is, it is one of the most severe complications that you can have with type 2 diabetes. I was a type 2 diabetic and didn't even realize it. I was not on any medications, and I was just living life, not realizing how much my blood sugar was spiking. When they took my blood sugar reading at the hospital in the ER, the glucometer just read high. My A1C was at a 10.6. I was discharged 2 days later on insulin. 3 months later, I had my first doctor's appointment. In that time frame, I decided that I did not want that to be my story. I was 37 years old at the time, and I knew that I did not want to be on insulin for the rest of my life, especially due to things that I could control, such as my eating habit and adjust, such as my eating habits and how much I was moving, and just changing my whole mindset about food and just movement in general. I started very simple and with sustainable lifestyle changes. I didn't go all in all at once, working out 5 days a week, because I knew that was too much for me. I started in small increments, moving my body more and paying closer attention to the things that I ate. I watched my portion sizes, and of course I tried to pair healthy foods with the foods that I already liked. I didn't just completely deprive myself of the things that I like to eat. Instead, I moderated the things that I like to eat. And now here we are 6 years later. I am almost 100 pounds down and keeping it off. My A1C is now 4.7. I'm not on insulin any longer, and I am living my best life, and I want to help you live yours too. So if this video helped you at all, make sure you smash that like button and make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Also, don't forget to download my free 7-day blood sugar reset guide. Okay, it is going to help you get your life right. It's going to help you learn the habits that you need to learn to stabilize your blood sugar daily and help reduce those cravings. Okay, so I am so glad that you decided to tune into this video, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, stay happy, stay safe, and most of all, stay consistent. I'll see you in the next video.